Fate series is one of the most expensive franchise in between all the games, anime, manga, light novel, visual novel, spin-off, and is probably one of the most daunting anime franchise to be recommended to someone who wants to start watching animes. It took a lot of effort to understand the chronological order to watch the series with the multiple sequels and prequels that make no sense at all. Assalamualaikum and good evening to my respective lecturer Miss Evina binti Hamdan and to everyone that watched this video. My name is Amirul bin KHAIRULNIZAM, my matrix number is 2021499804, and in this video, I will give a talk about the Fate series, which is more into about their history and the right order to binge watch this anime series. Without further ado, let's just start the video. So, Fate series, it is originally created by Kinoku Nasu that started as a single eroge novel and it's turned into a multi-billion-dollar franchise from the visual novel back in 2004 and then into a multiple anime series. Let's start with the visual novel first. Kinoku Nasu released the Fate Stay Night visual novel back in 2004 with 3 different routes. We have the original Fate Stay Night routes, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and the Fate Stay Night Heaven Fields. So the original Fate Stay Night, or we could say the Saber route, is basically the main route of the series, but overall, how stupid we human are. Everyone like to see other version of ending in every show, so that's why we have another 2 routes. So, what is Fate all about? What is the basic premise of Fate series? I will start talking about the Akasha first. Magic and mage exist in the series world, but not every mage can use real magics. Imagine comparing that card trick that you always saw your friend do in front of you and blew your mind. Yes, that's the kind of magic that some mage in the series have. To use real magics, that mage need to reach Akasha. So Akasha is literally a cast to make some mage become real mage. I know that this thing going to be a little bit too much to your brain, but please stay with me a little bit. So, this series start when the Iceburn family figured out a way to the root of Akasha in the early 800. The Iceburn family create the Holy Grail to summon heroic spirit and then sacrifice them afterward to summon a Greater Grail. The Greater Grail have an access to the root of Akasha, and then the other mage know about it and they decide to have a meetings to decide who can get the Greater Grail and achieve the root of Akasha. By the meaning of meetings, I am talking about war. They name it as the Holy Grail War. The mage going to summon one servant each, which is a heroic spirit from the past of their life and then kill each other. You can see a lot of heroic spirit that everyone knew their name and history in the Fate series, like Arthur Pendragon, Gilgamesh, Hassan Sabah, and Alexander the Great. And that's the history that you need to know about the Fate lore. We're going to talk about the right order to binge watch this Fate series. First, you need to start with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works to make sure that you don't get bored because the original Fate Stay Night anime is released back in 2006. It just looked worse, and based on my experience binging this series, I would say please avoid watching the original 2006 one first. But if you prefer to watch 1.5 minute movie, you can watch the Heavensfield movie, which is the third route of the Fate Stay Night. The movie have 3 parts, which is the Prestige Flower, Lost Butterfly, and the last part is Spring Song. And after you finish both route, the Unlimited Blade Works, Heaven's Fields, you can start watch the original series one. And let's make it to the main timeline, and now we're going to talk about the other sequels and prequels. You can try watch Fate Zero first to know more about the before of Fate Stay Night's timeline happening. It's tell about the previous Holy Grail War, which is the 4th one. And after that, you can try watch the other sequel, which is the Fate Apocrypha, Fate Last Encore, Fate Khalid Linear Prisma Ilia, which have 3 seasons and 2 movies. You can also try play their mobile game, which is the Fate Grand Order, to know even more further about the servant, their noble phantasm, and the story of some heroic spirit. They also released Fate's Grand Order anime, The Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia, which is the 8th story of the game itself. And that's the end of the chronological order on how to watch Fate series. So basically, you start from either Unlimited Blade Works or Heaven's Field, and then to the original Fate Stay Night, and then you can just choose to watch either Fate Apocrypha first, or Fate Last Encore, Fate Khalid Linear Prisma Ilia series, or you can just jump into the Fate Grand Order if you want to see some epic battle. In conclusion, if you want to try to binge something to waste your free times, try avoid watch Fate series to really understand their lore. Try watch it for fun and not theoretically. And with all that said, this is my speech about Fate series. I would like to apologize if I offended anyone with my word intentionally or unintentionally. My name is Amirul bin KHAIRULNIZAM, and Assalamualaikum.